without thinking that there's anything offensive that comes out of this, anybody that's listening, just be extremely open-minded and just listen carefully with what we're talking about and how men and women can play a significant role for each other. Because at the end of the day, men need women and women need men. And the fact that there's some fucking bogus stigma out there where people say like men don't need women, women don't need men, and everybody can do it by themselves. Yeah, like I can go rule the world and do what I want by myself, stay single, and I don't need a woman, and same for vice versa. But at the end of the day, in reality, when it comes to doing bigger and better things, a man needs a woman by his side, and a woman needs a man by his side. That's why so many people use the game of chess as an example in life and in business, because the king rules the empire while the queen protects the king and protects the home.
Say it again. I want to hear that one more time.
The king rules the empire while the queen protects the king and the home.
Exactly. And that's a fact.
Fact. And if the king doesn't feel protected, the empire starts to fall apart.
Absolutely.
And in layman's terms, for anybody who doesn't understand what we're saying, in the home front, if the man, the king of your home, does not feel protected emotionally in a relationship, in a marriage, and obviously the king has to do the same thing for the queen, but specifically for the king who's trying to go rule the world and rule an empire and make things happen, everything will fall apart.
100%.
And you both will lose everything.
Yeah, behind every successful man, there's a successful woman.
Yeah.
And unfortunately nowadays, it's not their wife, which is sad. And so that can be a recipe for destruction.
I'm going to read something, actually, since we're right on that topic right now. Denzel Washington wrote this a long time ago, and I've saved this like forever ago. I've had it for, 5-6 years. A wise woman knows the importance of speaking life into her man. If you love him, believe in him, encourage him, and be his peace. And I can't stress enough how important that is, because I've been in relationships like that has completely torn my business apart many years in the past, because things start to get destructive. Because when I want to go rule shit and I'm being told no, that causes a lot of damage.
Sure.
Within yourself, within the relationship, within the home.
Resentment.
It gets worse. It's just worse than resentment. It just turns into complete chaos.
And see, people have to realize and understand that, ladies out there, if you're listening, you bring a huge value to the relationship by supporting the guy, because he's going to go out and slay the dragon and bring home the prize. And if you're hindering that performance, everything suffers. And my last relationship before this one, same thing. I lost probably $80,000 a year in that 1 year because of that relationship. Not understanding that, hey, I still have time for you, but I'm also going to go slay the dragon.
Well, here's the thing. Listen, if women, ladies, if you have a man that wants to go conquer, wants to go hunt, let him go hunt. Push his ass out the fucking door and let him know you got his back. You'll put food on the table. You'll take care of the house, and throw his ass out the door and be like, go do what you want to do. Go conquer, go hunt shit, come back with food.
Right.
Like, don't stop your man from wanting to be a man.
And you bring more value to the relationship if you're allowing him to do this. And I say allowing with respect, because if you're getting a high valued man, an alpha male, and that's built in their DNA and they're doing what they're supposed to do, and you try to put handcuffs on that, you try to slow it down, put a governor on it, like a vehicle, and say, no, you can only go 50 miles an hour, you can't go 120. That is not going to work.
It's going to hinder what you expect for your man to bring home. It's going to hinder your relationship. It's going to cause resentment, as you said. And overall, at the end of the day, whether it's short-term or long-term, it will be the end of your relationship.
Done.